Hi, and welcome to our next episode. I'm Bill Ganz, and we're here today at Trivani Foundation, and we have a guest with us, Dailey, the CEO of Ascend Alliance, and welcome.
Hi, Bill.
It was a big mouthful. I did 2 takes before in the last episode.
Did very well.
But we are so excited today to talk about this and the foundations, how they help each other, how Ascend helps Trivani and how Trivani helps Ascend. It's just a magnificent thing when so many people come together to help so many people. And it seems to me like it's just common sense. What brought you to Ascend?
I got involved with Ascend because of my passion for making a difference. And I think that's what we have in common with Trivani. That's the way Dee and Bob started, was for them to follow their passion and really try to make a difference in the world and saving people's lives.
Mm-hmm. You know, it's so immediate too, because as people get involved with Trivani, they can actually see the meter move real time in a child's life. And so people play a game with themselves, not by buying anything additional, but switching where they buy. And they're actually watching kids pop up on their screen that they're physically helping. And this is her charity. She's the CEO of Ascend Alliance. And I mean, if you want to talk about, I've been on the boards of charities, I've worked for countless dozens of charities, and when you want to see it come together today, they're very difficult to run.
Very tough.
They've become very complex, and even giving back is difficult, so it takes very talented people to do this, and it takes a great deal of talent. And today, tell us, what are some of the hot buttons, the passions that is the focus of the foundation?
Well, the key process that we're involved with is really capacity building. So we teach, we train, we mentor people so that they have the capacity within themselves to save their children and ascend out of poverty. If you don't provide that capacity, you can give all the handouts in the world, but if you're not able to really help them so they can be self-reliant, it doesn't really make a difference long term.
Capacity training, that's really interesting to me, because in my years of experience, everybody just always said give.
Yeah.
You know, and I think we're in a very different time in the economy. The socioeconomic bearing on most families is so difficult. Giving back isn't the same as what it was.
No, you really need to be in a scenario where there's a purpose to your giving back and you understand where your money's going. You know, you need to understand that if you're really going to be vested in a scenario where your hard-earned dollars are going to be given to help to change the world, you need to know that that impact is really happening. And that's the beauty of getting involved right at the grassroots level, being able to see the children that you're involved with, see the families, the communities, and know that your dollars are hard at work.
You know, certainty is the message for me, I know, as I get involved with organizations, as I help foundations. Certainty is the word, and when you know that, when you meet the actual person and the people involved, I want to introduce someone else, Bill Anderson, the chairman of Ascend Alliance. Welcome, Bill.
Thanks. Good to be here.
We have quite a triad here today. This is fun. Carolyn and Bill, CEO, chairman today, representing the strength of Ascend Alliance here with the Trivani Foundation, one of the many foundations that Trivani contributes to. There's a very loud truck goes by. We're here in Salt Lake City, up in the mountains at the Trivani Foundation headquarters, and we're with Carolyn and Bill, CEO and chairman of Ascend Alliance. And Bill, tell us maybe just some of your heartstrings and some of your efforts. You are so focused on helping people, and the Trivani Foundation, the Ascend Alliance coming together, it's like the two flames coming together make a brighter flame.
Well, you know, I think the thing that has been very exciting for me is to see what Bob and Dee are doing. I mean, I love Dee's passion to help people out of this horrible situation they're in with poverty. I love what Carolyn has done at Ascend and the projects that they've run at Ascend for many, many years now. And it's Carolyn, and she would be the first to tell you all the amazing people that have contributed to that world, and all the teams that she's had, and all the people in the various countries. And I know she knows that, and I know that we all know that it takes a group of us. But I think, in answer to your question, what is really the great passion for me, my great-grandfather was an immigrant to this country. And he was essentially a slave in Denmark, came to America, moved to Idaho, of all places, took his small family up into the southeast side of the flatlands and became a farmer and lived there. His first winter, they drove a wagon from Logan, Utah to Grace, Idaho, dug a hole in the dirt, turned the wagon upside down, and lived in that dirt hole for the first winter and survived. This was my great-grandfather who came as an immigrant to overcome poverty and to overcome the possibilities of having his family grow up in that arena. So my grandfather, my great-grandfather, my grandfather, my father, all because of that sacrifice, gave me a chance to essentially do whatever I wanted and have whatever I wanted. I feel a tremendous responsibility to give back. It's a big deal to me. I feel like it's part of my DNA. It's part of my blood. And so to have the opportunity to meet Carolyn and to meet the folks at Ascend, to become involved on the board of directors of Ascend, to have my daughter work at Ascend, to have my 3 daughters go on an expedition with Ascend to Peru and change their lives forever, hold little children in their arms that are the actual recipients of this money. I've watched their lives change. My children are different human beings because of this. So if I can be involved in an organization that thinks through that entire process, that starts with an idea of, hey, if I use X product and I can contribute X amount of the profits of that product to a foundation that serves the children, that allows little Johnny or Susie to become something great one day, what else would I do for the world? I can't think of anything else I can do.
Ascend Alliance being one of the primary partners for Trivani Foundation, here with us today, just on location. We're doing one of these very casual events, and we're just very honored and appreciative for all the support and the partnership and the people helping people help people. And I want to thank you for coming down today. My name is Bill Ganz, Bill Anderson, Carolyn Dailey. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Appreciate you, Trivani.
See ya.